to start out giving all praise and glory and honor to YAHAWASHI, double honors to our apostles and elders and GMS and brothers and sisters doing this work. So I just wanted to hop into a quick one. This ain't gonna be long. This was watching a video with Amar Gabar, the elder bro out in New York. And this wanted to touch on a few things he was saying, like how this stuff about to go down. And with us here being in Chicago, we already seeing them ICE troops gathering up more and more. Why? Because things about to go down, man. It's about to get crazy out here. Now, like we always say, people like, oh, y'all been saying that for years. I've been saying that for years. People talking shit, whatever. But we all know and see what's going on. If you go to the stock market right now and look at the value of the dollar is getting weaker and weaker and weaker. So things are going up. So now you're seeing gold and silver got outrageous prices to try to buy, because it's going. The stock market is about to crash. And it's not backed up by anything. Now you're seeing the collapse right before your eyes, and this is the end of this so-called white man's world. Like it says in 2nd Esdras 6 and 9, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followed. So our world is beginning. The Israelite world is beginning for you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans out there, and you speckled birds that may look like the other nations, but we know through spirit you are Israelite from your father line. If you believe and hold on to this truth, you must just endure. We got to endure to the end. And what the scriptures say, make thy calling and election sure. If you do these things, ye should never fall. And that's in 2 Peter 2. I think in 13, verse 13 or 12. So we must continue doing this work, because it ain't, look, time is going to get, hey man, we ain't got a lot of time. Time is running out. So if you want to be a part of that beginning, part of that new building of this earth, and you want to be that first fruits, what you got to do? You got to endure these things. What it says in Matthew 24 and 13, ye that endure to the end, the same shall be saved. The Lord said you will be saved long as you endure to the end. And then our salvation is near when we believe. Romans 13 and 11. For the time is now that it is high time to awake out of sleep. For our salvation is nearer than we believe. And our salvation is near. And this is not our rest. Colossians 2 and 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. It is polluted. It should even destroy you with a sword of destruction. So this is not our rest. This is not our all be all. We about to literally be the rulers of the earth. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and you speckled birds that may look like the other nation. I'm talking about, it's going to start with the men. And then, of course, our women is going to have power over the other nation women. Y'all going to be telling them what to do, So it's about to be an order and arrangement being set up here on this earth. And we must get ourselves rooted and grounded before it's too late, because a lot of death and destruction is about to come to this place. And hey, the purge is literally right around the corner. We keep talking about it. That's Jacob's trouble. We've been letting y'all know about Jacob's trouble for the longest, and telling you that these things was about to come. Jeremiah 30 and 7. So we letting you know, man. This is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he should be saved out of it. Who is the he that should be saved out of it? The elect. That's the only one the Lord is coming to deliver. If you're not a part of the elect, you will be destroyed. Simple as that. But we don't know if we part of the elect, so that's why we got to continue pushing. You have to endure. You have to fight. You got to stand on your grind and not get weak in this thing. A lot of people be getting weak and be crying, acting like babies. Look, man, this ain't the time to be getting weak. This ain't the time to be turning back into the world, thinking you lost something in this world. What is out here? This place is literally that. Look at this, man. Look at all the bread and circus. Look at all the bullshit, they push, man. They weak ass holidays is not even on no level anymore. They so-called holidays, because holiday go back to holy. Ain't nothing holy about none of them. They all go back to witchcraft, on wickedness, and drinking of baby blood, and having sex with children, and doing all type of wickedness, and putting each other to death, and sacrificing to Molech. This is all of them wicked demonic so-called holidays was always about. And then they try to make it seem like it was kid friendly. Man, they demonic. You know, even in they Disney shows, you watch the Disney movies, Pinocchio and all of them, man, it was nothing but some wickedness in there. They was literally snatching them children and taking them to Epstein Island on Pinocchio, if you actually paid attention to the movie. You know, that's why it's good to go back and watch stuff with a spiritual eye now. But see, this is why this devil is anxious, because he's seeing all of his wicked works being exposed, and there's nothing he could do to stop it anymore. And hey, the hell with you. You know, you've been under the dark for too long. You've been hiding out for too long, and now it's catching up with you. You know, you devils had to get caught up eventually with this, man. Because you think the Most High is going to allow you to do all of this wicked stuff under the sun, and think you're just gonna get away with it? You out of your mind. You gotta be crazy to think that the Lord was gonna allow you to get away with all of the wicked things you did and lied to our people, raped, robbed, and murdered, everything. And what it says in Nahum 3:1, it says, "Woe to the bloody city," and woe means destructed. It is full of lies and robbery. The prey departeth not. You literally got a lot of blood on your hands. You killed over millions of Israelites. Over millions, man. You massacred us, man. And you're going to pay for that. You know, you're not going to get away with it, man. Ain't going to be no glamours and cheese. No, you're going into slavery. Revelations 13:10. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here's the patience and the faith of the saints. You're going into captivity. You devils, and every last one of you heathens, man, for helping this devil out. You know, y'all supposed to y'all supposed to remember what King David did to y'all, man. That's why the house of David is being built back up. If you seeing it right now, we being built back up before y'all eyes, and there's nothing to do. Y'all can escape this. Y'all not escaping this shit. You know. So it was, it was on my spirit to just bring this out and touch on them things, because we seeing Trump making his moves, and he gonna keep making moves, and it's gonna get worse and worse. He's signing them laws, man. He's not listening to authority. He doing what the hell he want to do. Why? Because this is all ordained by the elites of this world, the ones y'all don't know about, the Rockefeller, the DuPonts, and all of them, which is all the same people, the ones that hide in the dark and think they're not being looked at. They are about to get a heavy judgment coming to them, because they're not going to escape, and they're going to be the first fruits to go into slavery, man. You know? So I just wanted to touch on that real quick, just to get my thoughts on what that brother was saying, listening to what he was saying and hearing him out. And he was saying some on point stuff, man. It's about to go down, and y'all are going to be destroyed. So with that, I want to give all praise, glory, honor to YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI, Rakakadash. Double honor to our apostles and elders and GMS and brothers that sincerely doing this work, and a few sisters that are listening and learning and being obedient to their husbands. Keep pushing and doing the work. Shalom, Barakathum, and a Baba Ball.